Look how pretty that is. Oh, that was a good choice. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I am so excited for this video because we're doing the look on my face today. We're talking about my updated makeup look using products that I am loving right now, and yeah. And I'm really happy with the makeup look. It is like put together. It's not too simple, but it's not too involved. Skin looks good. Obsessed with the cheeks and the blush and the lip color. It's just everything. I would love to know down below, what is your kind of go-to makeup look? Are you leaning more into fall? Clearly I am. Look how dark my nails are, but I love it. I feel complete in dark nails. But I would love to know down below, are you kind of leaning more into the fall vibes, or are you like, everyone calm down, it's still summer, which is fair and valid because it's still summer and everyone can calm down. And I'm talking to me. I can calm down, but I can't, because I love fall. Fall is the best time. But I would love to know down below, what kind of looks are you loving, leaning into, colors you're loving? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into my updated makeup look, updated makeup routine video. My updated everyday makeup routine, let's get into it. So I'm keeping it pretty simple right now because I'm testing a bunch of products. So I kind of just keep it pretty minimal. I'm not doing too much. First things first, brows. I've been loving just going with a brow soap. This is from Tude. I love this. It's just incredible. And I take a spoolie like this. I'm just going to spray it with a little bit of water. Spray it with whatever you want. Just something that's going to get it damp but not soaking. Then you just kind of rub it in the container. I get all sides so that I don't have to dip too many times. And then you just go and brush up your brows. Brows are gelled. Now we're gonna go and fill them in, and we're gonna go in with this Victoria Beckham Beauty Brow Pencil. I have the shade Dark Brown in this. I really like this brow pencil. You just don't get that much product for how much money you pay. So I think that there's other ones out there that you can grab that are just as good as this one. However, I do really enjoy this, and I'm just gonna go and fill in my brows lightly. I don't want it to be pretty like heavy on the ends, but I do want it to just kind of fill in shade, if that makes sense. Brows are filled. Now we're going to move on to complexion, and complexion right now kind of goes one of two ways. Sometimes I'll put illuminating products underneath the complexion product, and sometimes I won't. Today I'm not going to. I'm going to use the illuminating product a little bit later, but we're going on with this product here from Naked Sundays. It's their Cabana Glow. I've talked about it 1,000 times. It is so good. And they have one that's more of a like sheer one that I think would work for a lot of different complexions that isn't necessarily this one. They have, I ordered a ton actually of Naked Sundays products because I've never used their products before, and this one impressed me so much, so I placed an order for a bunch of stuff, and I can't wait for it to come in. But this is the Cabana Glow. It's an SPF of 50 mineral sunscreen, and I have the shade Bronze. I don't know if I said that, and this is great. But again, they have a bunch of different shades. They have ones that are more pearlescent, ones, they have a bunch of options, but they're not all like skin tony. So this is the shade Bronze. This is a very good match for my complexion. So if you're my complexion, get it. It's really good. And it just makes your skin look flawless. I just take about as much as I would apply in sunscreen on my face, but I do like to wear sunscreen underneath it as well, even though this is an SPF of 50, because I like to double duty. Used everything that was on the back of my hand. It truly is about as much as I would apply with regular sunscreen. Sometimes I'll just do like 2 stripes across my fingers. Sometimes I'll just do, it really depends on kind of how I measure how much I'm using. But sometimes I do wear a sunscreen underneath this. It really just depends on my mood. Anyways, I digress. Now we're going to move on to concealer. So lately, I'm going to use the Cool Feet concealer in the shade Mango Drop. Lately, I've been liking using a sponge under my eyes. I don't know why. My under eyes have just been loving it. So I'm going to place a good amount under my eyes because I did not sleep very well last night, and I don't know if it was like a full moon or what, but I was wreck last night and I didn't sleep well, so we need extra coverage. So I'm gonna let this sit for about a minute, minute and a half, and then we're gonna blend it out with a sponge. So just give me a couple minutes and we'll be back. Concealer's marinated. Now let's blend it out. I have a wet beauty sponge here. I'm just gonna blend it out. Under eyes are blended. I'm really happy with how it's looking. I have a touch of darkness that's still, you can see it right there, that still peeks through right there. It's hyperpigmentation. It's so annoying. I've been trying to get rid of it. I kind of, so like 3 months ago, I had a bug bite under my eyes. Fine, whatever. It gave me some hyperpigmentation, which, fine. There's worse things in the world, but also rude. And I kind of figured it would resolve itself because I had forgotten how annoying it is to get rid of under eye hyperpigmentation. It just, I don't know what it is, at least for me, it takes so much longer. So I'm slowly but surely getting rid of it, but I'm real over it at this point, and it needs to go. Although there are worse things in the world, it needs to go, because like, why? So I have been working on getting rid of it, and it's actually been working relatively well. I'm actually kind of impressed now that I was like actually putting effort into getting rid of it. But if you have any tips or tricks, let me know down below, because I'm sure a bunch of other people would love to know what other people do for their under eyes when it's hyperpigmentation under there, because that is so annoying. Anyways, I digress. Now we're going to move on to bronzer. We're just going to go on with this bronzer today. This is the Westman Atelier. This is their contour stick in the shade Truffle. Just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take this brush here. It's a It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7, and I'm just going to stamp all over my face to just warm it up. I'm going to take whatever's left on the back of my hand on this nose contour brush, and I'm going to bring it down the sides of my nose. And I'm just going to blend it out with the other side of this brush. This is a Patrick Ta nose contour brush, and this does such a good job at just placing product down without it being too much. I really enjoy this. Really happy with that. Now we're going to move on to blush. Now I kind of have been going with either my Victoria Beckham Beauty blush sticks, or I have been going with the Say Beauty liquid blushes. I think I'm going to do Say Beauty liquid blushes because I always talk about the Victoria Beckham one. So we're going to go on with this shade here from Say. This is the shade Chili, which is one of my faves. I'm just going to put a dot on the back of my hand. I don't like to overdo it with these blushes, especially when I don't blend it out with my fingers on my cheeks, because fingers, you can kind of get away with applying more product, but with a brush, you could just be careful because it can get away from you quick. And then I like to spread out the product like this on the back of my hand. That looks crazy, but look how beautiful that shade is. Ugh, just so beautiful. And I'm going to dip in with this brush here. And we're going to start like further back. I don't want to start too far forward and it be too intense on the apples of my cheeks, but we're going to bring it forward. And then we're just going to blend. Blush is applied. Now what I want to do is I want to move onto the eyes before I finish up the cheeks, because I want to let that blush kind of settle in and kind of just settle down and then go on with the powder. So we're going to go on to the eyes, and eyes have been really simply, am I okay? Simple lately. We're going to take the same bronzer that we used, and I'm going to just take a little bit on my finger and pull it all over my lid. And then I'm taking a brush and I'm just going to blend the edge so there isn't such a harsh line. And I'm also going to take a little bit on this brush here, just the nose contour brush, because it's the only thing I have in front of me right now. And I'm going to pull it on my lower lash line for a little bit of dimension. I'm going to continue on with the eyes. I'm going to take this eyeliner from Kosas. I've actually really been enjoying this. And I'm going to tight line my eyes. Happy with that. I feel like I have one eye that's so much easier to tightline than the other. This eye is really easy to tightline. This eye freaks out and blinks a ton. It is so annoying. But this is a great eyeliner for tightlining or even creating a little bit of a wing, which I think we're going to do. This is the shade It's their dark brown shade, but it isn't their darkest brown. This is the shade Depth, and I really, really enjoy this. We're going to come back to this. I just want the tight lining to settle in. I want to take this next. This is a smoke stick, and this is from About Face. This is Close But No Cigars, the shade color. And I'm going to take this and just pull it on my lower lash line where I placed the bronzer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this eyeliner from Victoria Beckham Beauty. This is the shade Cocoa. And I'm going to just really close to my lash line, create a little bit of darkness, and then I'm going to do a little smudging with my finger. And I'm going to take this eyeliner and I'm going to sharpen it actually. And they have like a little sharpener on the back, which is nice. And we're going to just create a sharper little point here just to make the wing easier to do. And so I made it pretty pointy, which it's nice to have stuff like this in your eyeliners. I honestly petition for all eyeliners to have that because it makes life so much easier. And we're just going to create a really, really light wing with this. Then we're going to take our fingernail and we're just going to drag underneath the wing, perfect the wing itself, and then you can go in with the pencil and kind of just write the wing a bit. That's a pretty good wing. I'm pretty impressed with myself. We're going to do the other side now. Wings are on. They're, you know, I tried to get them to match. They are not matching, but we're just going to move on. We're going to go back to the cheeks before we finish the eyes, and we're going to go on with a blush. So this is one of my favorite blushes right now. So this is the Bare Minerals, their Gen Nude, like blush bronzer, or I think they call it blonzer. Is that what it says? Yeah, blonzer. And I love this. This is the newest shade for me. I have 3 other ones. I have Kiss of Rose, Kiss of Pink, and Kiss of Copper. This is Kiss of Mauve. Look how beautiful that is. And I felt like with this blush, it would be perfect. So I'm going to just take this brush right here. This is a duo fiber brush, and I don't know what it is about how it places blush down, but I love it. So I just dip in and then take product off because I'm not crazy. And I always end up over applying blush. And then I'm going to take a beauty sponge and just go around the edges of where I placed the blushes so that there are no harsh lines. Really happy with how the makeup is looking. Now we're going to move on to powder. And I'm actually going to use a different powder than I normally would today. I know, I'm crazy. We're going on with the LYS Beauty setting powder. I have the shade Pink, or I think what's the name? Sincere? Okay, why is that getting everywhere? Sincere. This is beautiful. I am currently trying out a different pink not blush, like powder, and I'm really impressed with the tone of this one specifically. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the powder, and I'm going to, on the back of my hand, just kind of make sure I don't have too much on the brush, and we're going to set everywhere. But mainly I want to use the pink powder for my under eyes, but I have been liking using it to set the rest of the face too. So pretty. I love what it does for the under eyes specifically, but I like to also use it here at times and a little bit on my chin. I keep my nose with my everyday Ami Colé setting powder because I just feel like it can get a little too pink for just my liking, but these two in combination are currently my go-tos. And now we're going to continue on with the eyes. Actually, no, I lied. We're not going to do that. We're going to go on with some highlighter. So these are the Westman Atelier illuminating drops. And this is the shade Peau de Pêche, which is one of the it's like a peachy beigey tone. Look how beautiful that is. It's just so pretty. And then I'm also going to take a little bit on my nose. So just right here. And then also at the tip of my nose, just a touch, not too much. And just pat it in so it really melts into the skin. And then whatever's left on my fingers, I'm just going to apply a touch right here in the corner of my eye on both sides. And now I'm going to go on with an eyelash curler. I'm going to lightly curl my lashes. I'm not going to get too close to the root. I don't want my lashes to be too high to the sky looking, if that makes sense. I just want like a light little curl. All right, and now I'm going to go on with the Jones Road Beauty Mascara, which is just so beautiful. I'm obsessed with this mascara. It is life. Every time I go back to it when I'm testing out other mascaras, so I take a break from it, I'm like, why do I use anything else? Now we're going to move on to the lips, and I just go with like a tinted balm or something for ease, but we're going to do a lip liner today. And I have two here. So these are both from Jones Road Beauty. We have Rosewood and Charlie. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do Charlie. No, I'm going to go Rosewood. I lied. We're going to go with a little bit of Rosewood and just line, because I want a little bit of a pinkier lip, and I feel like Rosewood will go nicely with the one I have in mind. And then I'm just going to take my finger and blend the edges a bit so it's not as harsh of a line. And then I'm going to go on with this from Rowan, and this is their liquid lip balm, and I've been just obsessing with, I just love this product so much, but when it starts to get cooler out, this is a must-have in my bag. This is the shade Charlie. I might layer actually another shade on top. Is that crazy? I feel like, look how pretty Charlie is. I'm obsessed. We're gonna go on with this one. This is the shade Scout, I believe. If this looks bad, my bad. I just kind of want something a little bit more berry toned. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. But like still in the tone, in the pink tone. Look how pretty that is. Oh, that was a good choice. I'm happy with how the color is. It's a little bit darker, but it's still in that tone. It's just so beautiful. And yeah, that's it for the makeup look. What do you guys think? Let me know. What are your kind of go-to hydrating lip products? I know a ton of you love these. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm almost out. Can you see? I hope you can see the line. Yeah, you can see. Look, I'm almost out. I always have to repurchase these. These are gorgeous. This shade, first of all, matches my nails. This shade is like the fall lip color of dreams, and they're so hydrating. And I believe they're like $26, so I know that they're not the cheapest lip product, but I swear by these, they are worth it. Anyways, that is the entire makeup look. I would love to know down below, what products have you been loving that are kind of just tried and true for you for your everyday makeup look? Let me know down below. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.